Hello there, I'm Megan with Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum. Today we're going to be talking about the Baby Lock Allegro right next to me. I've been very excited about this machine because it is like the Baby Lock Jazz 2, but with a lot more features, so I'm very excited about it. So first off, let's talk about included accessories with this machine. With the Baby Lock Allegro, it does actually come with a straight stitch needle plate, which is fantastic for you quilters, or for anybody that works with fine fabrics, because on the straight stitch needle plate, it has one small hole so that your fabric doesn't get stuffed into your feed dogs. It makes piecing and free motion quilting a lot easier, and overall, it just is a really nice needle plate to have. In addition with that needle plate, we also have the 1/4 inch foot and the straight stitch foot, which is really great, and your free motion quilting foot. So that is fantastic if you want to do free motion quilting because you do have 12 inches of workspace on the machine here. So you have plenty of room to work. And if you have a Grace Cutie frame, it works perfect on there. Anyways, it does come with your standard presser feet as well, which would be like the one-step buttonhole foot. You've got a button sew-on foot, a blind hem foot, a decorative foot, the over edge foot, a zipper foot, and of course your standard presser foot, which we already have on the machine. So on the machine, there are a lot of icons here to start with, one of which is going to be your tension. To be honest, I haven't had to play with tension hardly at all on this machine. It does a fantastic job. We've also got your speed control, and obviously the turtle means he's going slow, and the bunny means he's going fast. So my son loves those kind of analogies right now. We also do have a scissor button. Can't do a machine without a scissor button in my opinion. They are fantastic. They've also got the needle up, needle down, and the tie-off button, or the lock stitch. And then of course we've got our reverse and our stop start. The stop start will only happen if your foot control is unplugged, and if your presser foot is down, green is go. Otherwise, you've got your foot control plugged in, you won't be able to use that stop start. But it's fantastic if you go sew at a friend's house and forget your foot control. You're not just stuck there twiddling your thumbs, you can actually still sew on the machine. I also love the fact that it does have a free arm. So with that free arm, it's fantastic for doing sleeves or smaller projects. So you can actually open that up and work. And on the table here, if you pull, you've actually got storage both on the front and the back side of it. So it really helps with that. You also drop your feed dogs underneath that tray. It's very easy, you just shift it left or right and you are good to go. I also love to talk about decorative stitches because if you have decorative stitches, you might as well use them. You can use them on hemlines, you can use them for crazy stitch quilts, you can use them on placemats. There's so many different possibilities of decorative stitches. If you have any good ideas, let us know in the comments below. We love to hear any kind of inspiration or things that you've been doing. Some of my favorite decorative stitches that are built into the machine would be things like there's a little rabbit stitch, or there's a little dragonfly. So there's a couple ones that you don't see on every machine that I think are very cute. In order to pick your decorative stitches, you're going to go to your screen over here. So on the screen, you can see right now that it's got 001 telling me that I'm on the straight stitch. If I want to switch to another stitch, I can either use these to go 1 stitch at a time, or the double arrows to go 10 stitches at a time. Makes it nice and easy. Now, if, for example, I do want to get to my bunny rabbit, I can look, and on the bottom of the screen, there's a couple of icons that are actually stitches that are built in. So I can tell you that it's pretty darn close to the heart, so I can press the heart, and then I can scroll over to that stitch a lot faster than I could if I was at number 1 and having to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So our bunny is 164, so I'm going to go 1. And look at that. It's a little strange, but there's a little bunny rabbit on the screen so that I know that I've got the right one selected. On the screen, it also shows me that this is going to be my stitch width. Whoops. I accidentally hit 10. That's okay. There we go. There's my bunny. And then on this side is going to be stitch length. So obviously not on a decorative stitch are you going to play with those, but on your zigzags, on your over edge, any of those kind of stitches, you can adjust that so much, which makes it a lot better for the fabric that you're using or whatever project you're doing. On here I also have twin needle options. Obviously I'm not going to for a little bunny rabbit. We've also got mirroring. So you can see on the screen the bunny switches what direction, which is really nice. If you're binding a baby blanket, you can make sure it faces the right direction. You've got 2 different scripts that are on the machine, or fonts I should say. One is print, one is script. Remember, you're only limited to your presser foot size though, so it's not like an embroidery machine, but a good way to make a little tag if you want to. And you've also got a couple of other settings. Of course, in our machine usage classes, we show you what all of these are. They are absolutely free. We just have you sign up in advance, but I definitely recommend coming and attending those, especially if you purchase your Baby Lock Allegro. So let's see how it sews. I'm going to go ahead and sew our little bunny rabbit here. I'm going to put it under the foot. Since I'm doing a bunny rabbit, I'm putting it at bunny rabbit speed. And then I'm going to step on the gas. Another thing about this machine is you can toggle it to do one decorative stitch at a time, or you can toggle it to do multiple. I like that so that if I'm doing the bunny rabbit, I don't actually sew him without his tail. I sew the whole bunny rabbit before I'm done. So now I'm going to cut my thread, which is nice and quiet. Did you hear that? And then I pull it out, and there's my little bunny. How cute is he? So I hope you guys enjoy the Baby Lock Allegro machine. I think it's going to be a fantastic one in anyone's sewing room. What with the great workspace, the pretty user-friendly interface, not to mention the little cheat sheets all over the machine to make sure you remember how to thread it if it's been a little bit. So come check it out in our stores, join us for classes, and we will see you next time.